Hi, welcome back to another exciting episode of Ask Coach Matthew. We'd like to thank Coach Stevens for the great question regarding improving players' first touch, passing off the ball and movement off the ball for the U7, U8 and U9 age group. Take a look at the session we've put together and don't forget to leave some comments. Look forward to reading all the great comments. Enjoy the session. So let's take a look at the first session. The first session, as you see, is two players standing opposite from each other. The distance of the players you can adjust. We do this with 10 meters. And the goal is that the players receive the ball on one side of the cone, transition to the other side and make a pass back to the other player. Player receives the ball, makes a pass here. So you can do it where they receive the ball with the right foot, bring it over with the inside of the foot of the right foot to the left side, make a pass back with the left foot. Now you've worked with receiving the ball with the right, transitioning, making the pass. The inverse of that after 2 minutes is you can change it where they receive it now with the left, bring the ball over to the right side of the cone with the left foot and make a pass back with the right foot. Different combinations that you can do with this exercise. You can work on how they receive the ball. First they have to stop it with the sole of the foot, maybe pull it over with the sole of the right foot and then make the pass with the left. That's with the right side. Now you can change this after 2 minutes or 3 minutes where they stop it with the sole of their left foot, pull the ball back over with the left foot and make the pass with the right foot. Another variation is they could receive the ball from the right side of the cone but stopping with the outside of the left foot, pulling the ball over to the other side of the cone and making the pass back with the left foot. The player on the other side is a mirror reflection of what they do. Hope you guys enjoyed the session. Now let's take a look at the second session. The second session is working with 3 players. 2 players start out the base on one side with the ball and 1 player on the other side. The idea of the session is it's a straight pass and then a diagonal pass, a straight pass and then a diagonal pass. So the players are working with movement off the ball after they make the pass, transitioning to the other side of the cone, thinking about if the pass came directly from them on one side, then they have to make the diagonal pass to the other side, and then movement again off the ball, transition to the other side of the cone. You can use different techniques with the passing of the ball. You can use different techniques with the outside of the foot when they pass it, training maybe with the laces of the foot when they pass the ball, or with the basic way they receive the ball with the inside of the foot. Enjoy the session. Be creative with the distance. You can experiment with the distance also. It's 10 feet that we've set it up. But you can stretch it out to 15 feet to give more fitness or more movement for the players or more time to recover. You can change the contacts on the end so they receive the ball. Maybe it's not a direct pass, but they are stopping the ball and then making the pass. Now you can see how there's progression. So if the skill level of the players are a little bit lower, then maybe you use it and start working with stopping the ball with the sole of the foot, getting the head up, getting the plant, then making the pass to the other side. You can change the stopping the ball also. Now maybe it's receiving the pass with the inside of the foot, adjusting the footwork and then making the pass back to the other side. The transition from a diagonal pass and a straight pass is bringing in the terminology for the players so they start seeing and start understanding when you tell them to make a diagonal pass, when you tell the young players to make a straight pass, and they can start learning the terminology and communication. Hope you guys enjoy the session. Now let's take a look at the third session. The third session works with 5 players, at least. You can go with 6 or 7 depending on how big your size are. In this situation we've set it up working with 5 players. It's working with 4 cones and we start out going in the right direction. We can then transition later on after 2 or 3 minutes depending on how much time you want to adjust to it, where you then transition to the left side of the drill. So on the right side it's a pass, player passes it back, a double pass to the other side of the cone, and then they make a pass going forwards to the next player. They continue this all the way around the grid and then the next player goes. So it's continuous motion of all 5 players at the same time. After 2 or 3 minutes you can change the direction of this. You can change it where now they go with the left side, so they're working just with the left foot. The left footed pass, the left footed drop back, the left footed double pass. Now you've brought in a new communication word for your players, double pass. So now they're working and they're growing their language, their soccer, football linguistic with this practice. Dropping back, double pass, learning different terminologies. That's why at the younger age group this is a fun practice to add to your session. The size of the box or the grid you can change. You can make it close, you can make it longer. We had it, all our measurements right now working with 10 meters. So we've kind of kept that because it has a nice medium distance for the players, enough time to move off the ball, especially at the younger age groups. As you get older, you can stretch this distance out. Possible variations that you can work with this too is the receiving or the drop back of the ball. Do you want them to drop back with the outside of the foot, or do you want them to drop back with the inside of the foot? So these, now you can start seeing different techniques that you can bring into your session and make it more unique to your team or to your training session. If you say today we're going to work with the outside of the foot, then the drop back is with the outside. This is a simple exercise that you can do as a warm-up exercise, getting the team moving, and then transition to any other exercise that you want or session. Enjoy the session. Look forward to reading all the wonderful feedbacks and comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Ask Coach Matthew for weekly updates.